It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead have been returning to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to be reporting this to you, but it does seem to be a fact.
Are you okay? What's wrong with you?
Murder.
Yeah.
Returning.
Are you okay? What's wrong with you?
The First Fight Night. Thank you, Banker Bell. The First Fight Night properly got its art direction when I heard that song "We Came to Fight" by Wile Echo. And this next installment in the Fight Night Debate Empire got its inspiration from that song right there. Abaddon, also available on audio. David Martin Graff, good to see you, my friend. Life is like a sweet insanity. The more you learn, the less you know. Yes, ain't it the truth? Oh, excellent. We've got our whoopsie doodles. We've got our first person up already that I'm going to draw. But first, I'm gonna do a little chit chat with the audience and show you what I'm talking about, my friend. I'll keep it. I'll keep them in suspense for a minute because I don't really know what I'm doing. That's all. It's been crystal clear. But in this case, this is not going to be like when the letter hack draws folks and the shapes that he's putting on the computer make sense to the human eye. But I'm going to try. And what I hope to do is first make like a stencil, essentially, like a thing that I can just color over again and again and again. And then have you guys come on and give me some, some input as to what you would want a version of yourself to look like. And we can just build it together. Now, I'll say this also: there are specific types of characters I'm hoping to get because there's jokes I want to make with, say, past wrestlers, certain pop culture things, and also I'm a petty bitch. Maybe sometimes, like, I know the letter hack does not like that I made his character largely based off the Dazzler, a 70s Marvel hero who's gone on to, for the record, defeat Doom. But still, I like it, so that's what it is. One sec. I'm going to be unprofessional and turn on another light. In the meantime, do tell me if you can even hear this.
You can call me Mr. Greatness. I think that everybody wants to take you for this kind of life. Just come free. It's time to bring the revolution to the table. I got the vision, tell myself I will enable. Plug it in, I'm so connected, get the cable. Hey, story of a champion, this is not a fable. This hard work and passion that I create. I do it every day. I am locked into the game.
I also, if you want to pick out your intro music, go to audio, AUDIIO.com, and you can listen to those. I have the ability to download any license for any of that music for life. That is one piece of capitalism that I don't mind. They did a good job. Audio, AUDIIO.com is where I'm going to get the majority of the music. The rest is going to come from Donald James X being very patient and very kind with me. Nina Canadian, good to see you. All right, let's start with the point of the stream here, the drawing. Also, it will not surprise y'all to hear that the COVID is not going away. It's really clinging to the old lungs and body. It's not fun. I hope it's gone by Tuesday. This is the very advanced program used to create the heroes of Fight Night. Ugh. It's called Ace Sprite. And I'll just show you what I do. So I reckon that I'm going to need, nope, not that. Shift N? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need 5 layers, I think. One for the torso. Ooh, that's really gross. One for the torso. One for the head. All right, let's fill this in. One for I don't love that it's a white guy. You know what? Let's make the default a brown gentleman. We're also celebrating tonight, gang. Not sure if you're aware, but our pal Cesar Vasquez was on MSNBC. I kid you not, my friends. I kid you not. That's right. 17-year-old Cesar Vasquez, MSNBC alumni now. It's a tiny head, isn't it, for a default? Oh, yeah. New bigger head. There you go. So you can see here, I'm piecing together a pro wrestling gentleman. Oh, I made him brown, and I made him light-skinned brown after the big speech about. Well, you know, that's fine. Nothing wrong with being light-skinned. Anyway, oopsie. Yada yada. Arms on layer 4, let's say. Oh, this is terrible. We're just doing this so we get the approximate size, you see. I think it should be layer 3 and 4. And first guest, we're almost ready for you. But as you can see, this is how I'm cobbling together a person to start. Copy that. Go right cha. Paste that. Go right cha. What the fudge? There we go. So this is how basically everybody was built in Fight Night, with a key exception. The two main fighters wound up being exported from a video game creating program. But what we're doing now is it's quite similar. You know what? I'm just going to make the bottom layer both legs. And we'll go from there. I'm going to make the legs just about as thick as the body, because presumably everybody's going to be a more muscular version of themselves, which means leg day, not skipped. All right, there you go. And you've got almost a stencil ready. 1 second. Yeah. Damn it. Only problem that I find with drawing pixel people is that there is this need, I personally feel, to get it pixel perfect. Otherwise, I'll just be looking at it constantly. There you go. All right, so we got a head, torso, 2 arms, and underpants, basically. And upon this, we're gonna draw humans, faces and what have you. We'll draw hair. We'll draw a little more muscle definition, things like that. Probably a lot of that. The reason the torso is so long is that it tends to disappear. The pants tend to creep over it. The shoulders tend to suck it up. The needs of clarifying where the neck are tend to. This torso shrinks the way I dodge around actually learning to draw ever. So now that you get where we're going for, I'm going to add muscular underpants. Says, gotcha, everyone. Indeed. Question: why is our host dressed for the tundra when it's August and triple digits everywhere? Because I've got COVID and I'm fucking freezing my balls off. My balls are in this mug over here, where I'm trying to keep them warm until I can sew them back. But yeah. Ooh, maybe I should make the final designs with melty beads. Hell yeah. I still have Andrea's. I never gave it to her. I promise I will one day. I've tried on 2 occasions to give her melty bead person. Save that for the OnlyFans. Fair. Anyway, let's bring on our guest. Hey, John.
That was funny. When you said, you said you had your balls in a cup. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's not fun, dude. The
know.
COVID, I forgot how much it clings. Ugh.
It's still around.
It haunted me. What are you thinking for how you would want to look as a wrestler? I'm just going to start.
See, this is where I can't believe it. My mind just went blank. Well, I know.
Oh, that's okay.
I know for a fact. Most definitely not Hulk Hogan.
Ha!
So
fair.
That is out. Then again, it's like all the wrestlers seem to be more conservative leaning. I hate to get political in it, but
they totally are.
If you like,
but there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Number one is every character is at least 2 things so far, anyway. They're half a WWE wrestler or just wrestler, and half a comic book character that are sort of smooshed together. So there's a good place to start. The other thing to bear in mind is this is presumably, I'm hoping, one of many designs you end up having, because I intend to go up as like a different person every time.
Well, with my long hair that I've had, you're probably gonna have to think of somebody like this, like maybe like in the comic book sense, like a Superman, 90s era long hair.
Yeah.
In the comics.
Yeah. Or Nick Cage Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
All right. I really like that.
Let's do that.
Okay, hold up. We gotta save it as something different first.
And don't worry about making it as good as the letter hack. I mean, Matt.
It won't be.
Yeah, I mean, Matt obviously draws the characters beforehand before he like fills them in and colors them and whatnot.
Yeah, let's say that's why.
Yeah, that's a good.
Let's say that's the one reason why it won't be as good. Is Matt does this,
and that's a good thing. That's a decent thing. I'm not like ragging on him or anything like that.
No, I'm joking about that being an absolute cop out for me, and I'll take it, no hesitation. All right, here's the downside to doing all these layers. Now I gotta go in one at a time and remember which is which. So far, so good. All right. Posting in a little more. All right, there we go.
So how has your Sunday been? Let's just get a conversation going. I like doing
Pretty good.
podcast. That's the point of doing a podcast or a stream, is that we do a lot of conversation as we draw.
Oh, that is true. Mine has been fine. I gotta say, I wish I'd have thought this. Ooh, I wish I'd have thought this through a little bit more.
I was just actually about to do my normal or my new like random unplanned Sunday stream before I saw this, and I was like, I'll just do this and I'll do this firsthand. That'll get my
Hell yeah. I just figured out that I can move this around, and that's going to make my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Also, I'm also I want to put the legs layer above the torso layer. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
And you pretty much got the essence of a '90s era Superman all figured out. You just need to put the cape, or like
Well, I have not even started,
cape.
and it is not going to be a quick process. Sorry.
It's gonna take a long time.
Absolutely.
Not a long time. It's gonna be a decent process.
That
So
is
this
it.
Sunday was
Exactly.
great. I hung out with our friend Gavin. Went to
Cool.
went to a local place called World Market, which is like a locally owned organic store. They sell like different bamboo silverware. They sell organic chocolate, like from internationally candies and stuff like that. They some really nice furniture.
Okay.
It's World Market. So if anyone is in Kansas City in the Westport area, go check that out. It is pricey, but it is worth it. You have the
Ain't it always the case?
Yes. What else? Went to a local hamburger diner joint called Winstead's, which is a local. What do you say? Local joint. And I say joint as in food place to eat.
Yeah.
Had me a bacon cheeseburger with mayo, mustard, ketchup, and I didn't even get the fries, which is like the one sin. It's like I should have got fries with this.
I
But
mean,
it was good.
that is one of the true sins left in the world.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to get some
I'm
fried
drinking,
potato.
For the audience of mutual friends, I'm drinking a Red Bull Red Edition with watermelon.
Nice. I realize I actually do. I do have my Sunday was great for a couple of reasons. One, I did the General Strike U.S. meeting.
Mhm.
That's the national group, and they were shouting out Michigan like crazy because apparently Michigan's been the most participating in this thing. I am so jazzed about that.
Mm.
And then the other thing is, who did I see on MSNBC but Cesar Vasquez, that 17-year-old kid from the General Strike U.S. Not a General Strike, from La Cultura del Mundo. But yeah, Cesar, man. Oh, that was huge for me.
That was nice. I don't watch MSNBC much, but you never know. There are some progressively leaning moments and surprises that you will find on there.
Well, more to the point, it's a massive audience. It's a ton of people that are suddenly hearing
it's
about
an even more massive audience when it's on this space.
No, it is a much smaller audience on this space.
Well, yeah.
I care more about this audience personally.
Oh yeah, me
but
too.
we need to reach the squares, and I was so happy to see it.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I got a possible addition here. How do you feel about big tall boots, like wrestling style boots, being part of this?
I'm down. I mean, I have to have footwear at some point. Can't just
Absolutely.
leave me barefoot. I mean, I do like being barefoot. I'm in socked feet right now, but yeah, boots is fine. Big. What else? have I done? What else? What else? Oh, I spent the first part of this day finally screenplay writing, or finishing my
Ooh.
screenplay. Writing a horror genre film. I don't know what type of style of horror yet, but I am 7 pages into it, and I guess for an hour film, it's got to be 60 pages. So now I know the length. With that in mind,
Yep.
I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I am committed to the very end.
I am of the belief that you should, sure, aim for an hour by all means, or aim for whatever you aim for.
Yeah.
But write only only if it's good, you know?
Yeah.
Only put that on the paper if you can help it. And don't be afraid to decide it's terrible later and toss stuff out. But
yeah, go ahead.
no, I just mean, like, that is not a sign that it feels like things aren't going well when that happens, but
Right.
that's not what's up. What's
Yeah.
actually happening is you're getting better as you're working,
Better
and
as
that's
I
a
go
hell of a
along.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is like a start-stop thing. I mean, this project, it's called Hellsville, for those who are wondering. Is actually a film project that started about a decade ago. So we're talking like 2011. The idea of it has been, I just had it on paper on an earlier kind of short story, and then decided to actually make it a pilot for a television series, and then started watching a lot of horror and realized, nope, this is a film. So threw the TV aspect out of it, and I'm making it a 60-page film script.
I love it. I'm excited for that, dude.
Thanks. And what else? I kind of got my juices flowing because I did start earlier, like as an assignment in a creative writing class. I did an earlier screenplay that really got my juices going. I was like 50 pages into it before I turned it in and got a passing grade. I got a B, which is good, and got a really great feedback from the professor. And I was like, maybe I can do this, And I tried to continue. Yeah, I mean, I tried continuing it, but then my interests in the genre of film changed, and I decided to make my current project instead. So I am slowly but surely working on it. I hope to be done really either the end of this year or probably sometime next year. As far as what to do with it, will it be a film? It's really a question mark. What I want to do.
One thing that might help you get it made into a film is if you join one of the 48-hour film challenges that happen every couple of months in in most states. Because, yeah, you'll wind up just like working as essentially an assistant with a group of people that are just having fun trying to get something done in 48 hours. But you will meet people who enjoy working on films for free and who are willing to invest their time on a gamble.
Yeah.
All right. So now the question. Do you want to
tap me up?
What other to influence? I like the idea of like the exposed shoulders a little bit, or like the really deep V neck or whatever.
Yeah.
But are there other wrestlers you could think of that might line up well with Superman?
God, I wish I was more knowledgeable in the wrestling field. Probably gonna get me in trouble, but I'm just gonna throw a name out there. Probably Randy Savage.
Randy Savage, hell yeah! Oh God, Randy Savage meets.
It's like the first
Superman.
name that comes to mind. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about him, but I know of him.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you've enjoyed Slim Jims, you're familiar with his work.
Yeah, the bite into a Slim Jim in the 90s. Was that his voice?
Yeah.
in the
Absolutely. Where one was instructed to I believe snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh,
If I'm
snap,
not
yeah.
mistaken. You fucking wait. What's the? I was gonna call you an insult that means don't know about culture, but then I forgot what the word is, which kind
Yeah.
of undermines my whole argument.
Yeah.
Philistine. Damn it, we got there. Oh, a neck really brings it together. All right, I feel like the hair is gonna be where we see a lot of this character. You know what? File, save as, template.
Yeah,
This-
I didn't know. Well, actually, I was casually familiar with the word incel meant, and when I found out what it was, I'm like, oh, not good, not so great. And I was like, I never want to hear this term ever again. If you
I
get
do
it.
not know how we got on incels. Where did that come from? Did I say something about that?
Oh no.
Or it's just my vibe, probably. Oh, see, the hair is really, I think, what's going to bring this character together, because you can do, I've noticed, like, if you saw that picture I just drew of the letter hack, I've noticed that when you have longer hair, you can do, like, motion with it. You can indicate that by, like, pushing it across the face or flying out to the side,
Mm-hmm.
which basically I need everything I can to do that. So this is going to be very helpful.
Yeah.
Also, it makes, it gives you kind of a, I just thought of some inspiration. It gives you kind of a like a heroic, handsome look. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if you
but
look
don't get too happy, because that made me think Zarbon from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I haven't seen Dragon Ball in ages.
He's a handsome henchman.
Episodes. I watched a few episodes in grade school when I come home from like elementary school in the like mid or late 90s.
Fair enough.
And but I was only just a casual, what you would say, a casual watcher of a few episodes. I couldn't really follow the plot line as much because it just was so confusing at times, and my mind seemed to wander. And so
It's all
like,
good.
Yeah, it's like I have to probably go back and watch maybe a few more episodes.
The only point I was making is he is a handsome villain,
Yeah.
and we can. I think there's potential there. I also did too much detail with this hair. Ooh,
I mean, that hair literally looks like my hair right now. So you
we're getting there for sure.
just don't draw much of. I mean, this beard is going tomorrow. I bought some.
Oh,
new
fair enough.
razors. I mean, I could rock the beard for a couple of days, and then I tend to like shave it, like shave.
I know what you mean.
It gets too itchy.
Itchy.
Scratchy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, even if you put like, if you do some like aftershave or whatever you use to put to get the beard not being
It
here,
just-
it's like
It
I
just
just-
worms
I
its way
prefer-
in.
yeah, I prefer smooth skin.
Yeah, anything that doesn't keep demanding my attention, like
Yeah,
scratch me or
It's just
trim or whatever. I'm like, come
You know,
on. It's like one of the many. Never mind, withdrawn. I just got furious because I was trying to do precision work.
So what's on this? What's coming up with this space this week?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
For my show, that is logical, and I should have just jumped there. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I am trying to get a man who knows about immigration laws to respond regularly enough. He's busy. I don't blame him, but I'm trying to get an immigration expert to tell people what rights ICE actually does and does not have. Oh, I like
So,
him.
speaking of Superman, did you hear about Dean? You saw what Dean Kane was saying? That's just like really disgusting and disgraceful. I mean,
Nope, I did not.
it really sours the the legacy of the TV show Lois and Clark: Adventures of Superman. I
No,
mean,
I did not.
it's
What
no
was it?
secret. Well, it's no secret that Dean Kane is a politically conservative uh, actor. Well, he joined ICE, so
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, oh god! Like I already disliked, I already hated him, and I don't tend to use that word lightly. But I already hated him when I found out he was conservative, and I hate him even
Oh,
more. It's like it
super
really,
disappointing.
yeah, it really taints the legacy of the Lois and Clark Adventures of Superman show. But hey, if you've
It
seen
does.
I mean, I have not seen yet the newest Superman film. Uh, I was actually talking with Gavin today, and I was asking him, does he think that it'll come out on physical media, meaning DVD and Blu-ray? He said it does because it's one of those films that they just have to release it. It's popular enough that it'll actually get a physical media release. Because nowadays with the decline of DVDs and Blu-ray, I mean, ever since people started going to streaming and watching them they're watching content on all these like streaming platforms we now have. I mean, what's the point? I guess the attitude is, what's the point of being able to buy film, television on DVD? And I feel, I believe that I'm not the only one that thinks this. I know I'm not alone in saying that that's really taking a part of our culture away, of the ability to have something and physically watch it, as opposed to watching it on streaming, when we know that with all the shifts in management that are going on in these companies, fucking Discovery, Warner Brothers decided to drop every bit of old Cartoon Network nostalgia drama show from HBO Max, right? And then you got
Oh,
Looney
that's
Tunes
disappointing.
no longer. Yeah, very disappointing. You got Looney Tunes that's no longer available on there either.
Oh,
It's like, how are people going to be able to watch it? I mean, yeah, you got cable, but it
but
really
they just
affects.
clearly don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, exactly that. Definitely that, and the fact that it affects the lower income, housing,
Yeah.
and
th-
I feel like we're losing a bit of that culture, honestly. Uh, Let me see if anyone commented. I want to see if people. Yeah, Tinkerbell says old Looney Tunes are all up on YouTube. Yeah, but
That is awesome. I'm
but
glad to
also,
hear that
like,
part.
I mean, you can probably only put comments up, but I can't. Not owning the things we buy is some capitalist hellscape bullshit. Shit, and I do too, Pink. Um, like I miss the days of watching DVDs and you can watch the bonus content. Yeah, they are like awesome. I agree, Pinkerbell. I miss the days of watching DVD content. You could like go into the special features and watch all the deleted scenes and uh, watch all the behind the scenes stuff that really is inspirational as far as like people getting into filmmaking.
Yeah, that's kind of where my pal and I got our start, was watching the commentary from El Mariachi, Robert Rodriguez's first movie,
Nice.
and also Evil Dead.
I
We
haven't
were
seen Evil Dead
obsessed
in
with
a
that.
while. Have you seen the movie The Faculty, which is Robert Rodriguez directed?
I have, and I somehow didn't know he directed that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got to remind myself I'm gonna buy a copy. Yeah, that is true,
The-
Dale.
and
Disney.
John's- I'm
Sorry.
sorry, what? I was
Well, I
just
was
gonna say
reading
John Stewart is in that.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was reading the comments. Hulu and Disney are actually merging, Dale. I can see the comments in the StreamYard, so
Ignore him. It's you and me, buddy.
no. I try to read the comments,
But I can't interact with them. I gotta have all eyes on this.
Oh
Sorry.
no,
Comments are gonna have to wait.
I'll read them.
I forbid you on pain of no longer being drawn. I need you
Oh.
up here. Also, this effing thing, I keep misplacing your lines. I don't know what layer. I don't know what. Oh, I see. Why is layer? So here's what we're doing. I'm trying to shave down your arms.
Arms are like really well. Yeah, I'm pretty hairy as an arm. I have hairy arms. No fetishization of that kind. Just showing you.
No, these.
I need to start working out more.
Oh, dude, me too. I'm effing.
There's like literally like a fucking gym in my apartment. I used to go down there when I first moved into this place, and there was like I used to go on the treadmill when they used to have a TV, and it was nice. I think I probably lost a few pounds my first year, and then after a while I just decided I lost interest, and so I just started gaining a little weight. And so I was like, after a while it's just like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go down and go on the treadmill. Like, you know how you make those New Year's resolutions where you're like, I want to make I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make I want to start doing like exercising and eating right, or going out
100%.
stuff like that. And I always say I'm going to do it, and I only do it halfway.
So you say you'll commit to exercising, but then you don't eat right, or you'll just do a little bit of each?
Probably the last part. I'll just do a little bit, and then I'll start, eating junk food, and because it's hard, man. I mean, stuff like this, like, see, this is Adrian Vixen also got me into this Red Bull. They would drink I forget what flavor it was. It's not this flavor. I think it was the peach. I think it's called Sunshine or Summer Sunshine or something. And now I'm just like into it. And I'm like, this is real good.
I do love the name Summer Sunshine. That sounds refreshing.
Oh, yeah. And I've had it, and it is. I think that's the next one I have.
I'm not sure how we're going to feel about this, but have a look.
Nice. I mean, you got the red, you got the blue down. You just need to get the red. I probably make the neck part the red part. Maybe.
Well, that's what I'm.
Maybe
I'm kind of wondering if
the
we
shorts
would.
red.
Oopsie.
Oops. Uh-oh.
I'm wondering what happens if we go like this and incorporate the red elements of the cape instead into the costume itself. The hands, I think, are going to be bare, but we're not really seeing them yet. What is that? Layer 4? Layer 4. Layer 3. There we go. But check this out. There's something, I think, really cool about the drawn in, like, I want to do, if you're doing inspired by Nick Cage, I want to do like the full on pecky Nick Cage, like ripped,
like buff,
collarbone.
Yeah. Long hair Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever see the documentary film about that film? It's called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened? You can find it.
No.
It's always being posted on YouTube, and there is actually a good legit version of it that I've seen, and it's really good. I think it's in English, but it has like different subtitles. But it's like, so it's Kevin Smith who wrote the first draft of the film. Wesley Strick, who was like Tim Burton's screenwriter for the Batman films.
Oh, I did see it.
Yeah, and then Dan Gilroy, which I'm not familiar with him at all. He was just the third screenwriter.
And Kevin Smith tells that insane story about the spider creature.
Yeah. The Thanagarian snare beast.
Yeah.
He went into like John Peters' like house in Benedict Canyon, and he was like, he just shows up in tennis shorts and tennis shoes, and he like lays on the couch and puts his hands up like this, and he's like, what's with that? He goes, I'm basically making the film as you read the script. And he is like going around like, okay, we need some beats, like, or he's like reading it, and he's reading because they had to like redo the origin of the franchise of the film, so they started it where he like obviously when Clark Kent came in from Krypton, and it was like Kal-El this, and then he was like, John Peters like, wait a second, who the fuck is Kal-El? And Kal-El is Superman, and he's like, right. Why? Because Superman's where he's from. Krypton's where he's from. And he's like, oh, right. Planet Boom, yeah. And he's got his hands up like this, like making it's like a canvas on a screen, and he's like, go. It was from like one of his stand-up specials from like I think it was like 2004.
Oh my god.
But it's on YouTube in parts, and then they get to like the Fortress of Solitude, and he's like, well, where's the fight? There's no fight. Like this is in like Antarctica, right? Well, you can have them like fight polar bears. Like one fucking kills one, and then one runs away because we don't want to piss off the PETA people. And he started talking about like,
see, it kills one still, but one gets away that way. He
and
is
it's
not
like,
angry.
do you know anything about polar bears? Because he said the same thing about spiders. He's like, polar bears are the fiercest killers in the animal kingdom. This is John Peters talking. And Kevin Smith was like, this dude has way too much access to the Discovery Channel. And the audience starts laughing, and then they brought in Tim Burton and Nick Cage, and I guess I'm not familiar at length about how it works in the industry, but Tim Burton like signed a pay-or-play deal, which means no matter what happens, whether or not the film gets made, they pay him whatever.
Genius.
Yeah. So Tim Burton turns around and says, I'm going to bring my guys on to write the script. And they're like, what about the script we're developing? Because this is with Warner Brothers. And he's like, I don't want to do that one. I want to make my own version. Presumably this is Kevin Smith's where it's not mine. Presumably a version where Superman where he has scissors for hands. You know what I mean? Scissors like Edward Scissorhands.
Sure.
And he's like, they turn around and say, Kevin, we're kind of done. Tim wants to go away with a new writer. And of course the film never got made. And so then the movie The Wild Wild West came out with like Will Smith and Kevin Kline. And there's that scene with Kenneth Branagh where he's the giant spider, the robotic spider. And it's like, yeah, John Peters they took that element, what they were going to do with Superman Lives, and take that part and make it into Wild Wild West. So if anyone has ever seen, it's been a year since I've seen that film. But if you ever seen the Wild Wild West in chat, the Will Smith, Kevin Kline, Kenneth Branagh, and Selma Hayek was in it. He's like the robotic spider, Branagh. So it came out like 25 years ago.
I have a friend who to this day can sing every line of the song from that. If you go wickety why, he will hit you with the Cisco, yeah, and then do the entire Jim West, Desperado.
Yeah.
Just an amazing. cultural moment, and I'm delighted to find out that it was brought about by the exact sort of coked out insanity one would imagine. I don't know. How do you feel?
Oh, go ahead.
These hands should end. These hands should be bare, or have gloves.
I'd go glove. I mean, part of me wants to
feeling
say
it too.
bare, but I'd probably go gloved.
All right. We took inspiration, particularly up top, from
Superman.
a very specific one.
Yeah, Nick Cage.
But I do think that it's the right move to switch it to a begloved hero. I've also been watching a lot of DBZ related content of late, so that's kind of where my head's at. Oh, that is gonna be truly glorious, though. Especially with the Macho Man, you get an opportunity for fringed gloves, which is even cooler, as demonstrated here. Yeah, damn it, that's gonna be cool. All right. Paint bucket tool, and then we're gonna have our first look at our guy.
Good. Oh, that looks really good.
I like it ish. I want to go a little darker. Yeah, not that dark.
I did want to just once respond to this.
Go for it.
Comment from Pinkerbell. Yeah, you're right. He did. This is from his Q&A movie, An Evening with Kevin Smith. It's literally, I think he did get 2 of them, but the documentary that I'm talking about is The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. It came out in 2015, and he was interviewed. There's like a film who's no longer the person who directed it and filmed the documentary. John Schnepp is no longer with us. He passed away a couple years ago. I think it's Schnepp is SCHNEPP. For anyone who's interested, if you are. And he filmed the documentary, and Tim Burton was interviewed where he was living in London. So it was Kevin Smith, Wesley Strick, Dan Gilroy, John Peters, a bunch of the production designer people who I'll try. You know what? I'm going to do this. I know it's your show, but
Go ahead.
I am going to post it in chat on YouTube. So, because I am so bad at explaining things, so I'm just going to throw it in chat, and then hopefully people can.
What I've got here
Okay.
is a glove I think I'm happy with. My laziness has determined that I had to copy paste that. Oh, that's a good look. That's a good look. Now, the only other thing I would say regarding our John Ross person is that wrestler is that there is a actual wrestler referred to as JR quite frequently, and that's just so fitting. Let me make sure this is on screen. Is that good enough?
I think you just changed the screen. Yeah.
That's to have a reference to somebody named JR. WWE JR. He's like an announcer. He wears a black. Oh, it's Jim Ross.
Jim Ross.
Jim Ross is the WWE announcer. He wears a black cowboy hat. I don't know if that actually works with Randy Savage as well. I don't know how I feel. I don't want to take away at all from the hair, although you could, presumably, if you came wandering out in a cowboy hat, it would immediately get knocked off. I don't know. I would vote for no hat as of now, but what do you think?
I think no hat works too.
Fair enough.
I think it looks better without the hat, generally speaking.
We'll keep it simple. Do a couple of eyes there, and then give you a mean
streak
brow.
Is this going to be posted on social media, or are you going to like?
I don't know.
I give you full permission to do it, whatever you want. So.
Oh, lovely. And I got to tell anybody else that, folks, if I draw it here tonight, I will use it as I please. Heads up.
Yeah.
But thank you for that blessing. And
I generally give anyone who wants to use my likeness because I know it's going to be used in a positive.
Honestly, I just think that's good marketing in this day and age. Like, I think you're
you should.
I think the old media is like, every time they film something or do something, they try to hold on to it and stop others from accessing it without paying. And I get where that comes from.
Right.
But I also think that's doomed. Like, pirate. You don't even have to intend to pirate something these days to accidentally do so. So I just feel like, and even worse, I cannot get away from Joe Rogan clips. I have been, like, anytime I see somebody playing a Joe Rogan clip, I just by default say do not recommend anything else from this channel.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to, like, I don't have a special hate boner for Joe Rogan. I'm annoyed by it. And yet I cannot stop seeing it, which tells me that is probably great marketing.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same, just throwing another name out here. You could say the same about Lex Friedman. You know, it's like you get a bunch of stuff that you would not normally watch, like in clip form, and then all of a sudden it's just like there's nothing else to watch. You like, to hell with this. I don't like this guy, but let's just see what not thinking that he's gonna like change your whole worldview overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little clip. And I don't know much about Lex Friedman. I know who he is. Don't get me wrong. But this is actually, I'll just say, this is great. This is a good likeness. I like this.
I'm happy with the head, if I'm honest. I'm happy with the head. I'm happy with the neck.
Finished product. I mean, if this is just like a finished product, or if it's still needing work, like I would give you permission to like use this on the next Left Past 10. It's just like, trot it out when the theme music plays, and it's just like, who's that? And I just come in and be like, it's me, motherfuckers.
No, I am not satisfied. There's something off, and I can't place it. We're gonna do like little things, like draw in musculature to make it look like
make me look more
spandex. Muscular. But I haven't made the point yet. The point is this: I worry that this color is not right. I worry that.
I also thought you were gonna like ask me do like what Matt does and ask me my whole origin story, and I was gonna have to sit here and like babble on like I did it this way. I started this, did this, and you know how it is like when Matt started doing drawing like different left media podcasts.
Oh yeah.
He would ask him about their origin story, which is great. That's like awesome. And I just figured, is that how it's gonna be? But no. I could just tell you my origin story. I think if you want to find out about my origin story, watch Devil's Advocate on this space.
Hey, hell yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much gave my origin story there about how I started. I try to give what I would call the abridged version, because I tend to ramble, and I know that bores people. So it's like I just did this, and then I saw people streaming and podcasting, and I'm like, well, I want to do that. So put like a big JR in the middle of the costume.
Yeah, I think
That's what I was thinking. I was like, put a big JR.
I think that's it. I think, well, the color I want to mess with a little bit as well. I want to just experiment for a second. But I think you're right. I think a big old nasty belt buckle.
Yeah.
Let me look at what a bright blue suit does. Because here's the thing. When you do kind of like intentionally wussy colors, I find it has the opposite effect. Like, I find it tends to make somebody look more formidable. I dig it a little bit. Let's keep exploring this for a second.
Yeah.
How does this look if we... All right, so this is the lighter colors versus that red from earlier. So
it's just okay. I mean, it makes me look kind of like a figure skater than a wrestler.
Yes, it definitely does.
I look like Will Ferrell's character in Blades of Glory.
Yes, you do. That is it. That is it exactly. Correct. So that versus this, I don't know if I can decide.
I like the
okay.
version better.
We'll stick with that. Okay. Now then, let's slap a big old belt buckle on there.
There we go.
First, I'm gonna go a little darker.
I did look like Will Ferrell. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. Will Ferrell in Blades of Glory.
That is completely correct. That is what it looked like, and I would not have been able to get that on my head. I'm not sure if I would have loved it or not, but I would have that would have started influencing it way too much. Ooh. Well, that's not bad, but I want this to be a more obnoxious belt buckle, which means it's got to start.
It's got to stick out. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now get a little of this, get a little of this. Bada boom, bada boom.
Oh, that looks real good.
Oh, my friend, just you wait. We're going to give you a brown belt? Yeah, I think so. The belt itself is going to take up a lot of
energy. Yeah, a lot of time.
A lot of space.
That too.
On the physical body here. And the JR is gonna be what makes this, especially if we have you start doing commentary at some point.
Yeah,
that's gonna come. That's a visual gag that will pay off.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm loving this design.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Here we go. Give me this. Boom. Now, if you're watching at home and you're like, this isn't very entertaining, you should know that I don't care. I'm sorry, but I want a drawer. That's what I'm doing today, is drawing.
You're inspired by Matt.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Inspired by Letterhack.
Oh, I'm almost there. I want to fix this J a little bit. This J looks like a T that had a crash landing. Why? Why would I make this decision just now? All right, here we go. Set. Okay, yeah.
And now you have to start the background.
No background.
Oh, no
So
doubt.
what I'm doing is drawing characters, and my intention is. Do you remember? I don't know if you saw the last fight night, but there was a closing scene where I just had wave after wave of people like running at the camera, standing up in the background and fighting,
Mhm.
and I just want them ready. I also want these characters ready to be animated. Like if we I will never probably get myself organized enough to do this, but like if we just did a random fight night where we just came in and randomly pretended to debate in a
Yeah.
ridiculous way about things, I would love for you to like have this thing on screen and
Yeah.
like
As like your
either be
as the character.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like in theory, I could put this into a game called Smash Studio, and you could move it
Like
around,
like
and I
Smash
can't.
Brothers.
It is that. It's Smash Brothers, but you can upload custom characters.
Yeah.
And I would love to be able to have us just do like, you know, you say a thing and then tap X twice to make your character go like
Right.
it would that's very, very wishful thinking on my
Oh,
part, but still.
Well, this
Okay.
yeah, this is a very nice likeness. Like side by side, the character and me
Yeah.
looks exactly like me. In a lot of ways.
Let me
I mean, and this is the second time I've actually been drawn in a good likeness. The first time
when was the first?
Matt, there's
Oh,
a
right.
picture of all of us. There's like a bunch of like leftist podcasters. He's not on Facebook anymore, so I can't send it to you. I think I might be able to send it. And I'm in the group. I'm in the group of pictures. I had shorter hair back then, so but I have glasses and I had a shaven face. So if I find it, I'll send it to you and I'll point it out.
Let me tell you, in terms of animating, I will say this: glasses are now a godsend. I used to
Glasses
hate
are a
glasses.
thing. Me too. I've worn them since I was like 5 because I'm
Well,
very farsighted. And
the reason they're a godsend for animating is they give you something to either A, have fly off a face so you can make it increase the amount of action that is seen, and B, you can do like with a little sparkle gif or something, like you can do dramatic moments like push the glasses up. Bling.
yeah.
That's awesome in cartoon format, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So and yeah, I think you know what? I think I'm
that's-
happy. You got to name it though, or maybe let's not name it because it could be all
Let's
sorts
just,
of
yeah,
versions.
let's
of
just
you.
keep it JR. Let's keep it.
Yeah, just JR. Boom. All right, John Ross. Can you plug your social media, bro?
Yeah. Well, I mean, podcasting, streaming wise, I am on, as always, I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I am on Blue Sky. I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook, even though I don't know anyone who uses that. A bunch of us probably. Let's see. I'm obviously writing a screenplay. I just mentioned, so that's taking up most of my time. I come on a guest on. You will see me on shows like this every now and then. I think I'm actually popping up more than usual.
Heck yeah.
My guest roster is much more active than it used to be a year and a half ago. So, yeah.
Well,
So,
yes,
yeah.
dude. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna go take. I'll just tell you since you're here, but this is for everybody who's watching tonight. Now we're gonna do, unless somebody else wants to jump in, we're just gonna do audience suggestions for types of characters to draw. So that's what's the next thing. I'll see you around, brother. It's John Ross, longtime friend. We've been hanging out since pretty much Left Past 10 got started. See you, buddy. And I gotta say, I'm really happy to see that he's sort of back on the horse with streaming. His hair is glorious. That's phenomenal. I'm just I like seeing competent, decent human beings out there making stuff for other people, because there's so many fucking vile creatures who are making slop. Ugh. All right, gang. I'm going to give you a quick reminder, just a quick little reminder of the type of heat that's coming coming all over the place. We're doing another fight night. So keep that directly in mind when I ask you, what do you think we should draw next? What should Dan from the internet look like as a fighting hero? Bluntman and Chronic at what you can do. That is fair. That is fair. We will use them as inspiration then. Bluntman and Chronic. Share this tab instead. Bluntman and Chronic. Images. Open image in new tab. Okay, well, let's just diddly-doo, diddly-diddly-doo, do Bluntman and Chronic. So they themselves are based off numerous things. I like the trench coat idea. I love the what do you call it? Domino mask that Jay has. I even love the tighty the tights. I mean the gloves. Dang, there's just, you're right. This is good inspiration. So like maybe Dan and Bam as Bluntman and Chronic. Bluntman and Chronic, seconded by Pitchfork's Dragon. Asked and answered, my friends. All right, let's get our good friend. It's cartoon wrestling-esque, yes. Have you seen the Clerks animated series, by the way, as Grand Theft Autobot? I have seen every episode. My favorite is the flashback episode. Easily one of Kevin Smith's better achievements, in my opinion, was that, you know, venture into a new type of media. I think Kevin Smith actually was done a disservice by sticking in Hollywood as long as he did. I think he was best as an indie filmmaker. And I think he succeeds in environments where there are challenges. He's like George Lucas. When things are handed to him, he does poorly with them. He's just not built like that. He's an off-road vehicle, so to speak. And that is where his best work came from. Was the places where one got challenged. Okay. File open, please, and thank you. Template. Oakley Dokley. Annalie Oakley. Kid. Also We are making the template black or brown. No, get black. Because I'm sick of the brothers always getting second, always getting the lesser version of whatever is going on. I'm just sick of it. So y'all are first in line this time, my friends. That ought to make up for Jim Crow laws. Anyway, we do live in hell, I have to say. Relabeling this because it actually is going to save us time in the long run. Torso. Left arm. Stage left. Ew. There we go. Left arm. Right arm. Hey, could you hear that music when I was playing it? All right. So I think that what we've got right, Cha, is a great start to Bam. You know Dan's buddy, Bam? I think this will be him, and I think he would be the dude in the trench coat. I don't know which one is Blunt Man and which one is Chronic, actually. Which one is Blunt Man and which is Chronic? Silent Bob is Blunt Man. I guess that makes sense because on account of Batman and Robin. And clearly he's got the Batman ears. It's like Batman. Okay, Kevin is Blunt Man. Yeah. Well, Bam is going to be the Batman this time around. Are we agreed that we're going to draw Dan from the internet and Bam? Do you guys like that for our Blunt Man and Chronic wrestlers? I just want to try to get Dan from the internet in on this motherfucking thing. I have from the jump. I will be drawing Dan at some point. But if you got other suggestions for who would be a good terrible twosome, do let me know. I'll take it under advisement, and then ultimately, as always, do whatever I want because I'm a child. Latino Mufune, Pinkerbell. I hear some say that. Wait a minute now. Ah, well done. What's this about He-Man? I don't know. He-Man's fucking rad. All right, I'm not seeing any direct objections to Dan and Bam being Blunt Man and Chronic. So in their first iteration, Bam is going to be Bluntman. Let's switch these boots to having yellow accents, a la 90s era Batman. Yeah, that's good. That's very good already. And then it's not, I can't stress enough, it's not going to be purely based off their costumes, but I do like that trench coat. I really like that trench coat. Oh, yeah, especially because you can get a little Morpheus in there too, actually. Imagine Little tiny. Ooh. Yeah, that's fucking cool, dude. Latino Mufune, by 90s era Batman, do we mean Bruce Timm style? That is a very good question. Actually, no. Although that's normally what I do mean. I meant I guess late 80s and 90s. Yeah, just 90s. Movie era and the toy lines that came out. But the Bruce Timm Batman, I feel, is the best. I just saw, upon recommendation from others, this new Ultimate, whatever the Batman, and I don't care for it. Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall and he weighs as much as a shut up. Give me just a dude in a sweater with a can-do attitude. That's what I want out of Batman. I want martial arts, detective skills, 1940s era stage tricks, and I want him to beat the Jim Caviezel out of superpowered baddies. That's what I want. But anyway, yeah, I like the ridiculousness that is the color schemes of the 90s era of Batman. All right, now step one before we give him that cool coat, which is going to define so very much. We do have to give him the undershirt that I can draw over. And are we satisfied with? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Because when he loses the jacket, you get Bam with the just the bare arms. And I think I really like that. Ooh, do I like that? Yeah, that's going to be a cool look. Unsurprisingly, there's not a lot of shredded political commentators in the world, so it's very likely that Bam will be recruited to play the role of a Big Show type, an Undertaker, Mark, whatever his name was, Cohen. What is the Undertaker's real name? Mark. Is it Mark Cohen? Okay, so we're talking Tim Burton's Batman. Yeah, basically. I think the Dark Knight's metal Batman had a dark blue trench coat with serrated bat cape look. Yeah, I just like when Pinky's suggestion of Blunt Man and Chronic. Mark Calloway. Jesus, well done, Pinkerbell. Yes, Mark Calloway. What I like about the Blunt Man version of Batman is it's sort of like a little more DIY. It's reflective of their budget being lesser. And I feel like that is much more interesting. Not unlike the Bruce Timm. What the? Not unlike the. One second. I don't even care about the point I was making. I just want to say his name. I don't know what happened in my brain. Yeah, not unlike the Bruce Timm Batman, where the focus is less on having like a special suit. I realize Batman Beyond then went entirely into that, but less on that, more on what the man inside is all about, you know? Now, I have frequently said that I suspect Dan from the internet would dig this kind of thing. It's important to note, I don't think I've ever actually asked him if he even likes wrestling. And, crucially, I have never even spoken with Bam. Never even gotten to have a conversation with the man. No idea if he will be even slightly interested in actually providing a voice for anything, much less doing a live version of this. But that said, if he does ever agree to do it, and I already have a character ready to go for him, that is an act of love that I think, at the very least, he will respect. Or if not respect, appreciate. Do we need to add? Do we need to add? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Doesn't look great right now. But trust me, in a little bit, it's going to look slightly better. In a little bit, it'll almost be acceptable. I mean, if you animate him beating up Netanyahu with his diss track as intro music, how could he say no? That's true. That is true. Grand Theft Autobot. Yeah, I get it. What if the hero's Batmobile was a beat up piece of Ford Pinto? Those who don't know, Kevin Smith has a Masters of the Universe series on Netflix titled Revelations, and it's amazing. Grand Theft Autobot says Revelations and a sequel series called Revolution. Interesting. All right. Let's get in to the interesting part. Let me look at Blunt Man one more time. Yeah, okay. Okay. So thing number one, we're going to change these legs up. He's going to go from the tighty whities, which I know, it's an odd choice for me to move away from this, but hear me out. He's going to go from the tighty whities to significantly tightier whatevers. And we are going to have shorts be the thing that he wears. Yeah. That also means require a little crotch there. There you go. Now, why did I switch it to shorts? Overconsumption of marijuana can lead to. All right, you get it. All right, I think. Yeah. So the jacket is gonna be a mess. I just realized that's got to hang down and be part of his legs too. We'll just deal with it. If he's got to drop his jacket, then later on he will drop his jacket. Shit. All right, so I was going to say, what if we put a different symbol on his chest? But no, what if we just, he's shirtless, you know? He's shirtless and he's got the jacket on. You know what I'm saying? Like he's sort of kicking ass. I kind of see that. Yeah. Getting nice and heavy. I quote that so frequently. That's from Metalocalypse, Nathan Explosion, while they're working on their Underwater album, just going, as the music gets more and more intense. Yeah. Yeah, getting there. Yeah. Oh, it's good times. All right, web developers. The next thing I'd like you to work on is making this so that I can retroactively change the color that I used. That would be great. And then also make it in such a way that I know how to use it just intuitively and I never have to look it up. And it's just sort of done for me. Ugh. Torso. Well, you know what? I actually don't think this needs to be that complicated. Bada boom. Bada boom. Here's what are we gonna do. Bada boom. A little bada boom. And a little bada boom. There you go. It's gonna become a problem very shortly. The legs are on the layer that they are on, but I will have to just fix that after the fact. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-diddly-doo. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo-doo-doo. Boom. Boom. Okay. Yeah, this is about to look a hell of a lot cooler. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. We're going gold instead of yellow, even though I like the yellow more on the boots. Whoopsie doodles. I think I'm getting sick of the shirt altogether. I think this is wrestling, and what is wrestling if not pretty gay? It's got to get a lot gayer. I'm sorry. It just, I kind of feel like it's like paying your taxes a little bit. I see ripped dudes sweating with other ripped dudes, flexing. Watch it right in front of the family. Nobody can question your masculinity. You explore some thoughts that you maybe had. All right. Now, Bam has a rounder face than this. So does anybody who's a, what do you call them? Human. So let's round this out. We don't have the benefit of JR's glorious hair. So we're going to make do with what we got. You know what? Let's give our guy music while I do a little work here. I know where I'm going with this now, so I'm going to do less talking for the sake of talking.
You can call me Mr. Greatness. I think that everybody wants to take it for this kind of life, just to come free. It's time to bring the revolution to the table. I got the vision, tell myself I will enable. Plug it in, I'm so connected, get the cable. Hey, story of a champion, this is not a fable. This hard work and passion that I create. I do it every day, I am locked into the game. My dedication and wavers, you know that is insane. They want to envy us, but they don't realize what it takes. They don't think about the hate, they don't think about the stakes. About the risk that we really have to take. It's about optimizing every single day. I'm moving like I'm Alexander, you can call me great. You can call me, hey. You can call me Mr. Greatness, cause they know that I'm a beast. I think that everybody wants to take it, but this kind of life just doesn't come for free. You can call me Mr. Greatness, because they know that I'm a beast. I think that everybody wants to take it, but this kind of life just doesn't come for free. I'm explosive, it's in my nature. They want to keep me out, they think that I'm a stranger.
Given how much,
gotta find out I'm the danger. I'm the secret weapon, I'm the game changer. Time I change the game, and it's time I change the rules. I'm the sharpshooter, and I watch your every move. I bring resistance to the system, yeah, I bring them something new. There's levels to the game, I'm 1% amongst the few. I'm common in the room, I'm just moving kind of different. I think outside the box, I do not listen. And then they try to tell me that I do not get it. I better get with the program, forget it. I am Mr. You can call me Mr. Greatness, cause they know that I'm a beast. I think that everybody wants to take it, but this kind of life just doesn't come for free. You can call me Mr. Greatness, cause they know that I'm a beast. I think that everybody wants to take it, but this kind of life just doesn't come for free. You can call me Mr. Greatness.
Yeah. Retaliation. Give me mine, I'm here to take it. I'm here for life. You can't win this fight. Angels by the day, demon time at night. Turning in.
Not everyone's a gem. All right. Hey, Dominico, good to see you, my friend. Oh, good to see you. We are probably wrapping after this simply because I doubt I can top it. This is, of course, Bam from Parts Known. Oh, Red Gloves with the Blunt Man. Red Gloves. I think we're sticking with that. Yeah, we're definitely sticking with that. My word. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Yeah, just gotta turn the legs off for this one. I mean, this is going to be devastating emotionally. Oh, my Liebchen. What have I done to you? Oh, I am full of regret. More so now that I must undo this thing. Bada boom. Mm-hmm. Oh, precision beast. Bada boom. Bada boom. Back to left arm. Fill in glove area. Glove area. It looks like a boxing glove. Fuck. Will this be better or worse? Will this be better or worse? Problem is the red with the yellow. So what if we did? We could kind of stick with boxing gloves too. Not that that was intentional, but we could make them like golden gloves. But then that's making him more like, I don't know, like a butterbean type. That's stupid. I don't like that. Yeah, let's just try this out. I might. I got an idea. Legs off. Legs on. Legs off. You can call me Mr. Greatness. Buddha, 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 Buddha. There we go. Okay. So, here is the plane. Damn it, son of a rotten. There we go. What do you guys think? Let me zoom out. Red gloves or yellow gloves? Give him finger slits. Give him finger slits. Now that's a good idea, except I'm not going to give him fingers. You know, you could do both, though. You could imply finger slit. I do think that's cool. I need a final call, though. Red or yellow? I actually think red. Looking at it. In fact, I just thought it'd be a way to distinguish it from boxing gloves. Yeah. I'm wondering if the trunks should change, actually. I like those boots. I want to build up from those boots. And I like the jacket. So boots to jacket gotta meet. I like the red. It gives it separation between the gloves and the shorts. Yeah. I agree. Hey, DJ X, good to see you. I'm hoping to make an evil version of you called DJ Axe. He carries around an X. I think the red makes it pop. Well, there it is, gang. The people have spoken. It's kind of, I like I did like elements of the yellow, especially because you give them the old mustard. But point taken. It does. It does. It makes it pop. You're right. Something's not right here, though. You see, the I don't like those yellow trunks anymore, honestly, and I think I want to go dark trunks. Let me see what that looks like. Give me dark trunks. Give me no leggings. Let's see what that looks like. Boom, boom. Can't decide. Can't decide. Give me red trunks. Oh, we're getting there. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. Give me red trunks with the yellow enemy greeters. I kind of like that. If you do the trunks, if you do the dark trunks, the yellow gloves would kill. Interesting. Interesting. Son of a bitch. Hey, my current favorite actor is Alan Tudyk. Thoughts? Ooh. Now the question, does he wear any leggings? Because I kind of like the idea of Bam going out there. He looks like Andre Silva for some reason. Oh, the bald. That's why. Oh, son of a gun. The reason I have these divided up into different parts, yeah, is so that I can animate them. One hopes. It's got to be a Jackson though. Jackson for life. I got a guitar that actually looks like an axe. Hell yeah. Oh, you get a guitar? Yes, an axe that's also guitar. Absolutely, yeah. I was thinking for like the villain version of yourself. If we need somebody to come out and debate something that they do not actually believe, and we want to make it clear. Jackson guitar brand. I see. I like this. It is missing an element that tells you it is Bam. And just putting letters on something cannot be what we do every time. It worked for the last one. What is a very what's it? Well, Bam, like Bam Bam. We could make those boxing gloves or just the glove element. We can put bombs on them. Oh, we could put bombs on them. As in Bam. As in hurting bombs. As in, oh no, here comes Bam Bam from the internet. Is it clear those are bombs? It might be too much. Or it might look like I'm trying to suggest these are actually in the world, not a picture of a thing, but the thing. Now, I can't stress enough. You saw how long it's taken me to draw 2 pictures after I figured out that you can make better use of a template. Oof. Yeah, at a distance, it doesn't look very good is the problem. Not bombs on the Muslim guy. Fair enough. You make a very good point. Oh boy. Fight night required. I don't know if 1,000 plus is accurate to say, but high enough in the hundreds that it might have been 1,000 such pictures. I spent so much of my goddamn life drawing these things that I actually stopped enjoying it for a good long time. You know what? I just realized part of this is his head's got to go lower. The neck is too high. He's got a high neck, and you want him to. We're trying to make him like a bit of a meathead character in this y'all. We do not want high-necked Bam. I don't care if it's true to life or not. I simply want him to be a bruiser in Fight Night. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Not perfect, but I do like it. The gloves feel like too much. That's what it is. And I could do more with the pants. I could get sillier with the pants without that extra flair of the gloves. We're not done. I thought we were done. We're not. We're going to try it like so. And in fact, then we're going to go to the legs. All right. Gloves or no gloves? Final call goes to the audience. Gloves or no gloves? Do you want to animate bare hands? Yeah. I mean, it's just a color swap. That's all I'm going to do different. I refuse to actually draw the fingers. Even the most ambitious thing. I'm probably not going to actually draw any of this beyond tonight, but I like that it's there and it's good to yeah. But there's the question. Do we how do we feel about this? I think I like this. I think I like him wearing like tights and shorts. It's a very Batman thing. We kind of abandoned the blunt man aspect a little bit, but um yeah, I just think I like the hands cuz the jacket's a lot the jacket pops, you know, it's got a collar that pops, the boots pop. But the idea here is that he's just a big, intimidating guy, and ultimately those hands are. Whose pixelated character is this? Bam from the Power Report. And eventually, to make it make sense, Dan will be drawn as a sort of Chronic, as from like Blunt Man and Chronic figure. Like this. This is kind of what we're going for. Pretty good, I gotta say. This felt good. I like how this turned out. Oh shit. File. Save as. Bam. Wait. Bam. Power report. wrestler. Let's go darker with the pants before we call it a day, because it's open. Oh, let's go even darker then. Oh yeah. Yeah, damn it, that looks good. Gang? No, DJX, I'm just goofing around tonight. I just opened it up for if people wanted me to draw them, if they had suggestions for how their character might look. We did John Ross earlier. He was on here, and we drew him up as a mix of a 90s style Superman and a guy wearing a onesie. It's just how it turned out. And then this was audience suggestion, and I wanted to draw Bam, but y'all decided Blunt Man and Chronic. So pretty darn good. I'm probably going to do another similar stream, also in the spirit of Fight Night, when I feel like it. And also if more people cancel interviews. But in the meantime, I'm tired. My throat hurts. And I don't feel like drawing anymore. So I will see you guys around. Thank you for joining me. This has been WYCD Wicked Goofing Off. That stands for what you can do. Well, goofing off.